When my son Stephen was younger, I often took him to the park on weekends. He loved it there. He would run wild, and I would do everything I could just to keep up. It wasn't just the fact that Stephen was energetic. You see, I had been in a car accident as a teenager. The fire department took nearly a half hour to free me. My leg had been pinned pretty badly in the wreck. And now, even after years of surgeries and physical therapy, I still found it hard to get around. I walk with a pretty noticeable limp. But I could always keep up with Stephen. That is, until the day I bought him his first bike. It was a balance bike, and he took to it immediately. That first day, riding in the park, Stephen sped away so fast, I couldn't come close to keeping pace. And then I noticed he was heading straight for a busy street. I screamed for him to stop and did everything I could to catch up, but Stephen kept going, and my leg failed me. I broke out in a cold sweat, remembering the pain and terror of my own accident. And now, here was my child, about to race out into traffic and possibly suffer the same or maybe even much, much worse fate. I yelled again, pleading with him to stop. And that's, thankfully, when the old man appeared. I was so focused on Stephen, I didn't even see where this man, dressed in a long coat, scarf, and hat, had come from. But fortunately, with the man blocking the path, Stephen came to a stop just before he rode out into traffic. I hurried to get to Stephen. I saw the man and Stephen talking, and then the man waved at my son, turned, and walked away. I tried to catch up with him to thank him, but he walked surprisingly fast for an old guy. When I asked Stephen what he and the old man had talked about, he said the man had told him to listen to his father, because family is the most important thing a person has. Honestly, I was just happy Stephen was okay. Strangely, Stephen seemed to take the old man's words to heart. He actually started to listen to me more. A couple of months later, Stephen was helping me clean out our basement. Amongst the old Halloween decorations and broken sporting goods, we uncovered a box that I'd placed in there years ago, just after my mother's death. I had inherited all the old family albums and personal documents of distant relatives. It was pretty much my entire family history since we had arrived in the country over 100 years ago. Both of us were tired of cleaning, so Stephen and I used the discovery of the old photographs as an excuse to stop. We were thumbing through the worn pictures when Stephen pushed his finger excitedly into the book and said, "That's the guy." "What guy?" I asked. "That's the guy I talked to that day on my bike." I hadn't gotten a good look at his face, but sure enough, the hat, scarf, and coat he was wearing in the photograph seemed to match my memory. The caption under the photo showed the man to be my great-grandfather. He had been dead since 1938.